Okay, in this section, we are going to talk about sigma notation. Okay, and basically the notation for that is the sigma, the capital letter, capital Greek letter that we are using, and this basically that is the capital letter sigma, which basically in mathematics it's equivalent to saying the sum. Okay, in statistics and mathematics, and in terms of the sum of the series, it's equivalent to S. Okay, so this is the same as saying S sub n. Okay, now I did put in there lower bound and upper bound. What does that mean? Well, lower bound, upper bound is that where you start. So this is your start value down here at the bottom. So that's your start of your n, and then this is the ending of the number of terms. So, and then the value in front, which is this Tn, that's your general term, which you must have that. Other than that, you will not be able to generate the series. So that is your general term. Notice that I didn't say anything about being geometric or arithmetic, okay? And it could actually doesn't have to be either one of those as well. But this is the basic notation that we call for the sum. It's called the sigma notation. Let's go through a couple examples. Number one, write a series in a sigma notation. So that means to write a series in the sigma notation, that means you must find the general term of the sigma notation. In this case, it is arithmetic series. So what we do need to have is Tn, and remember the formula for Tn was a plus n minus 1 times d. So a is 4, and for n we're going to leave it as a general term. We're not going to say what that is, even though you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, but we don't want that. We just want a formula for t sub n. So we're going to leave n alone, but d we do know. What is d? D is positive 3. Great. So the formula for this will end up being, the general term will be Tn equals 4 plus n minus 1 times 3, and then we polish that 4 plus 3n minus 3, and then what we have for Tn is 1 plus 3n. So this is your Tn. Now we are going to go ahead and use the sigma notation. So here is the sigma notation for this sum, and we are going to include the term number. So how many terms do we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that means n has to go from 1 to 6, and then Tn goes here, which is 1 plus 3n. And this represents, if you add all 6 terms, you will end up getting this sigma notation in compact form, which represents the sum of the first 6 terms of this series. Okay, simple as that. Now, if the question was, what is the sum? Okay, well, you can just go ahead and use the sum of the arithmetic series, or you just take out the calculator and just add all these numbers up, and that will be the sum, whatever that is. Okay, simple as that. I want to add one more piece of information here. How would you know the number of terms? So we kind of counted this, and we just got through 6. Great, but what if this was so many, and what if the question was, continued, so plus dot dot dot, and then it's giving you another term right there, but we don't know how many terms were in that series. So here is what you can use to find the number of terms if the lower bound and the higher bound is given to you. So here is what you will do. You take the highest value, so the highest value, highest term number, subtract away lowest number, plus 1. That will give you the value of n. Okay, so the highest value of n, which is given to you, the lowest bound, whatever that is, subtract away and then add 1 to it, you will get the term number. And look at this one. So 6 minus, so in this case, how many terms do we have? Number of terms here is 6 minus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 6. Great, and we just got that. Okay, let's look at these two examples. We want to simplify this. That means we want to know basically the sum of this geometric or this series. Okay, so the first thing we have to do, we have to expand that. And when we expand that, basically what you're doing is that you just want the first 3 or 4 terms. So n equals to 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You plug 1 up there and then you go through it. So this term, the first thing that you will have will be, so when you put 1 up there, would be 1 minus 4. So let me rewrite this for you. So 1/2. So when n equals to 1, you will get 1/2 to the power of -3, which is equal to 8. Okay, so and then you put n equals to 2, you do the same thing, 1/2 to the power of 2 minus 4 is -2. And what is that? That is 4. And then keep doing that, is n equal to 1. Then you will get 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus ... Now you're going to go ahead and then solve. So what is the ratio? Common ratio is 1/2. So this will have a sum. What is your A? A is 8. Now you're going to put in the values, the infinite geometric series, and on top will be 8 over 1 minus 1/2. And in this case will be 8 divided by 1/2, which the answer will be 16. Okay, so here is the simplification of the sigma notation. Great. So for this question, you plug in k. That's your term. It's a different series. Okay, so just do that and then find out you expand the first 4 or 5 terms, and possibly, and in this case we want to find the last term as well, because in this case we are given a last term. This is the 30th term. This is the last term of the last number term, right? 30 terms and the last one. So let's go ahead and do that, and you will get, so in this case, when you expand, you will get 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus, and then the very last term will be 30. Now you just plug in 1 for k. So 3 times 1 plus 1, that's your 4. That's the first term. Okay, simple as that. And you go ahead and you do that. Now we need to come up with the sum. Remember, the sum in here. So what we want, first of all, what is the n? How many n? What is a term number? Remember, 30 minus 1 plus 1. So it turns out to be 30 terms. So that's 30. What is A? A is 4. Okay, now in this case we do have the Tn or last term, the T 30th, which is, we just did that, that is 91. Great. Now we're going to use the sum of the arithmetic series. So S30 equals 30 divided by 2, open the bracket, first term plus the last term, and then we're going to do the math on that one. And when you do the computation, you'll end up getting 15 times 95 and 2,433. So that is the answer to that sigma notation. Another way of writing it, but that's how you would do it. Okay?